Yes, interviewing today, politically speaking and grammatically teaching, share with you some animated versions of the history of black sex in the States. And from my interpretations, my impressions, I would like to start with a few illustrations, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that you don't have any black history on sexes. So this is how my impressions are stated. Now my camera really doesn't capture well, but I'm gonna hold these photographs here until you can get a clear understanding of what they represent and what they mean. My camera doesn't do very well. I'm just gonna hold them here for a minute or two to give you a clear view. Black people have ties to sexuality just like white people do. But you see in these scriptures on the YouTube channel that we don't never we don't never get credit for our for our understandings of sexual life in this country. Only thing we were subject to were disappointing issues of race and negativity about culture. But see, this is an important culture, you know, just because those, what I'll say, Caucasians don't feel that black people are having importance. And we do, as a human being, have character. I'm going to leave these illustrations up here for a few minutes. If it takes a little time to make this film, then I'm saying, just give me a little time because my camera doesn't record quite right for some reason. I don't know. But I'm going to try to give you a clear view of what's proposed in this illustrations. I'm going to hold these up here for a time or two to give you clear understanding. This only going to take about 15 minutes, of your time. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes of your time. But you need to know these things about love in the black community because, you know, we have lost creation. I don't know what's going on with my cam, but it seems like it don't want to show these images so clear and comprehensive. But these are some black tunes, about sexual life in the black community. You have the Ottoman empires, the Indians, the Romans, the whites. They've been concentrated on these topics for ancient times. But we don't have a history. We don't have a history. I don't know, is it so much that somebody has deleted it from time, but we don't have a history. We don't have a history. And I want you to just take a look at, you know, what I'm really basically trying to represent here. You know what I'm saying? If it passed for concentration, yeah. Because I want this to go down as a notable account. That's why I'm holding these arts up here for length of time to give you a view because the camera don't want to record. And I'm a very talented actor, very talented. Should have been now went somewhere, but being stuck as a citizen of Mississippi, you know, I know that you've heard the stories behind Mississippi. A lot's changed, but a lot haven't. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm being targeted or soloed, out because of they don't want to see this new style of creativity in the works of entertainment. And I'm just basically doing what I know how to do best, you know what I'm saying, is entertain. Like I said, it may take a time for these images to come into full zoom mode because they are a little rusty on getting recorded. The black man has an incredible history of taboo, you know what I'm saying, issues, it's an incredible history. But we don't get credit for that. We don't get credit at all for that. But I'm trying to change this in life. Me as a male, you know what I'm saying, with high hopes and dreams, admirations to fulfill the daily encounters of a nation under fire, because to protect your well-being and creativities, your assets, you have to look further than what is in projection, and what we have here as a creator, man, is trying to reverse order. But you gotta stay strong, and go on with the cards you've been dealt, per se, and just try to win the hand. Because I know that in this land there is complete fraud, complete fraud. You know what I'm saying? In a land where it's just a bunch of lies. It's just a bunch of lies. But I'm gonna hold these up here until you get a view of them, because some pleasure in what something you might can relate to. Instead of all this uproar per se jive, something that done changed the day altogether. You know, I mean, it's just really sad. Cause we don't believe in what the LGBT community believe in at all. But that's the only thing in the news. You know, that's not even our news. And then some people say, that's just a bunch of confusion and ruckus to keep everybody from figuring out their entitlement to success. You know, LGBT community has really just broadened the horizon on the new day. I mean, it done took shape as the American way. And we, what I'm saying, me, what I'm saying, I'm not on that page, and I believe that I can make a difference if I just had someone to believe in, you know, you know, because I don't feel it's honest. I don't. I feel, you know what I'm saying, it's just a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of lies. No other way to look at it. We're about halfway through this module. I mean, just a little short skit, on the history of black sex, you know what I'm saying? The importance of femininity and men's nature, fulfilling each other's needs and desires, formalizing their what I would call sex drives. Just the history of black sex in a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? We got two or three shades of women, you know what I'm saying? We got a brown skinned woman, we got a light skinned woman, and we got a dark skinned woman. You know what I'm saying? But she's not belonging to any other black men no more because she's on her own mission. She's on her own mission. And it might just be spaced out. But we, as a generation of black men, so we wanted to try to formalize our own belief, put our own practices as, what I'm saying, in a way or to generate, what I'm saying, the black dollar because it's not a strong power, but it's getting there, it's getting there. We got to stop tricking it out, though. We got to stop tricking it out because she don't mean what you mean. She don't feel like how you feel about her. She don't feel like that about you, you know. About a 15-minute skit. I'm just about finished, just about done. But I just wanted to share some insights with you, some views, hot topics of the day, because you know that you know, you as an African American male or a female, don't leave your sisters out, but it just ain't the same no more. She don't show recognition or appreciation anymore. To me, you know what I'm saying. And I don't feel like, what I'm saying, I want to be, what I'm saying, playing nobody's doormat, because uh, we have some very, very successful blacks, some very, very successful blacks. And they got there on the their talents and what they know how, what they knew, you know what I'm saying? And that's the key. That's the key to anybody's success. You got to have a stronger power. You got to be able to do something different than the average. You got to be better than good, as a black per se man, But these just like some little skits of black sex cartoons, because you have plenty of white ones on there, you know what I'm saying? And they can't get their stuff together so incredibly, but this is some that, what I'm saying, you might want to dig, what I'm saying, sometime when you ain't doing nothing, just people map, just some black sex cartoons, just a little something, you know what I'm saying, to put a little laughter in your heart. Make you smile, because we as a race of people, we have equal rights and we have a new foundation to build on, and we're gonna go the distance in this land. I mean, the land is now becoming what I would call a diverse occupation because you got so many different races other than the white man, meaning the same thing he was meaning from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's a lot of the trouble. a lot of the trouble. But you know what I'm saying? We still gotta overcome these heavy burdens and make ourself immortal. Structure in life, have structure, something that we can be proud of and call ours. Structure. Now I don't know if YouTube, you know what I'm saying, is going to allow these cartoons in the public view, but I know that you know what I'm saying. I see some white per se sexual gratification cartoons on some of their channels, and you know what I'm saying. But I've never seen black ones, and they're hard to find. If you see a little bit of them, it's not going to be as much footage as I've got created here. You ain't gonna find this kind of footage nowhere else. You ain't gonna find it. But you just take your time and view, because like I say, my camera be boggling. You know what I'm saying? They had to descramble and everything. It's like it just won't hold a straight view. So I just have to hold these up here for I know I'm taking up too much of your time, but I have to hold them for a minute or two to get them recorded. But us black people, you know what I'm saying, we all understand that our life ain't just a gravy train. We don't have a goal to I know, you know what I'm saying, that made it to, you know what I'm saying, with they ways. What you had some tunes, you had black tunes, you know what I'm saying? You had a history too on sex. I mean, it ain't always been LGBT, you know. But have a good day, you know what I'm saying? And bees and y'all don't do too much out there on the 4th of July.